The Allen Perspective.
What up, babe?
What's up, man? How you doing?
All right, you good?
Yeah, man. Good morning. Pretty.
All right, about time you get that beard trimmed up,
Let's do it. Let's do it.
I got you if you need it.
Come on, let's go.
All right, you can do it. Want to do it now?
Yeah.
All right, got you.
All right, Omar, we do business side by side, right? I mean,
Right.
Your shop right behind mine, but tell my people a little better about who you are and maybe how you got into this line of work.
Well, my name is Omar Turnage. Name of the barbershop, Another Level Hair Bar. Been cutting hair now, going on 28 years.
Long time, bro.
Yeah, started right out of high school. I started cutting downtown by the courthouse at the barbershop called Style Masters.
Here in Greenville?
Yeah, here in Greenville, right downtown, right over there, 302 South Evans Street. And I was at the age of about 19, and I got acquired to that ECU crowd. Started knowing all the football players. And from there and then, I created this method that every 4 years, if I get to know who the athletes are, they're gonna bring in a freshman class that's gonna last for the next 4 years. So I've been down here, I'm a fan of the Pirates. And about 11 years ago, me and my partner, Russell Shaw, we opened up the barbershop here, Another Level. You know, over the years, we done did probably about 10 to 15 different shows where they're competing, judging, competitions, and barbering.
That's what all these trophies are?
Mm-hmm. And, you know, just like with the young boys coming here, they got a dream. We had to create our dream. It was in the, you know, in the barbering game. Since last March, Russell, he moved on and opened up his own shop, and I have just became the newfound owner of this shop here. And I've seen a lot of changes, but when your shop opened up, that's the biggest change in town.
Yeah, so tell me about your perspective of what our shop's doing, because, you know, I know what I feel, but I get so caught up in trying to run the business, and they don't even seem real to me half the time. So,
Well, actually, since the COVID time, a lot of the walk-through traffic has slowed down. And you know, you probably have your local students, but since you've been here, you have attracted a new crowd in Greenville, man, and you got some of everybody coming down here. You actually done liven the block back up. You're bringing a lot of business, because a lot of people didn't know that stores and restaurants is open back up, but that corner spot, it was a prime location when it was Cubby's. It ain't never been jumping since Cubby's left. You brought a lot of the clientele back in this and walked through the traffic back down here. You know, your drinks and, you know, just the vibe that you brought here. Like, you doing different things, you bringing a new innovative side of Greenville. You're helping the downtown regrow.
but that give me chills, honestly, hearing that.
No, that's for real. I've been here, like I say, I started in 94, 95 down at the other end, and I walked up and down this block, and I ain't seen a wave like yours since probably Deuce did the Phoenix, the nightclub. And actually it's bringing a lot of different, you know, diverse crowd down in this area.
That hits me different, bro.
It's real talk too, and I ain't playing with you.
That's crazy. So when did you get this spot? When did you move over here?
We moved over here probably about 2011, December of 2011. And I moved from the other side of town, off of 10th Street. I was at Tilly's Barbershop. Came over here, and you know, that's when they had the old BW3s was out here. And they ended up moving. So it left us here for a little while, and they opened up several different restaurants. Like I say, Cubby was here. Cubby's finally closed down. Got a little slower. We was bringing a lot of the traffic back.
that parking situation done for you?
That's a wreck there. You know, that parking situation will scare a lot of the people because they see the signs now. And the first thing they think, they got to pay. And that do affect us. I feel like and then too, when you got employees that work down here, we're the ones that bring the life to the downtown area. We work here. And, you know, causing us having to go out there and either move your car or try to get a parking pass. And then the park still can get filled up. It kind of can be a pain a little bit.
What do you think is a good solution?
I feel like they should at least give us a pass for the employees that work down here in the downtown area. And when they give us a pass, you know, you got a certain amount of pass for your shop, for you know, each employee. Then, you know, we don't really have to have a designated location because as long as we don't park directly in the front of buildings or in front of businesses and whatnot. What you think?
I don't know what a good solution. I ain't been here long enough and scouted out the whole town as far as like
To see exactly.
where it could go. But I know a lot of people are upset about the paid situation. I know we got like 5, 6 passes, and then employees can't share a pass if they work together. So it's a headache.
As a business owner, you got a pass or you pay for
No,
pay for the
paid
pass?
for it. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we bought them, but then it don't stop people from coming and getting a drink, parking right on the street.
Mm-hmm.
So what got you in the hair game?
My mom used to do hair, and it's a crazy story. I actually had I learned this just picking it up, doing it with my cousin and them. But I had a situation where somebody actually was in school trying to, you know, bully me around over a female. He was an older guy, and it was a quick way to get out of Greenville to go to barber school. That's the truth. I was going to go to college to do something different, but actually I was just going to get up out of Greenville and fell in love with it. And did it for a little while just to be cutting, but then after a while it became like getting into shows and competition. It became a thing, more than just a hobby or a skill. Became who I was.
So how far would you go for them competitions?
You know, been Atlanta, Virginia. I've been to Connecticut. You know, and then after that, I actually, once when we first started out, we were chasing that barber life, to be on the stage, be on the platform, or be some type of platform artist for a different company. Me and my partner Russ. But then I seen how the game goes. I actually jumped into the side of just wanting to, you know, sell products, which now I do sell products. I got a mobile barbering business. My wife, she runs that. She runs back and forth to different barbershops and beauty salons. You want me to take this hair off your neck? Try to put a line on it?
If you would.
Okay. She goes off to different barbershops and beauty salons and actually pulls up and bring products to them. So that's what side I've been doing. I go down to Atlanta, meet a few connects, different plugs that got products, and go from there.
Interesting. So she'll travel and sell these products to other barbers.
Yeah, she got a route actually now started. She goes as far as Wilson, Kinston, all of the surrounding locations, Rocky Mount. We actually got to go this weekend down to Morehead City to attend this show and set up and sell products.
You know what we should do? Come out with a damn gummy or something that's like you just find at the barbershop, that's it.
That'll be cool too.
And then let her distribute them to all the barbers.
And let them sell them.
Yeah, that way people can get high while they getting their hair trimmed.
Haircut.
But you can only find it in a barbershop. That's it. It just becomes that part of that culture.
Yeah, that'll be hot.
Like it would be an off-brand, like Omar's Gummy or some shit like that. Just random. It don't have to be Omar, but just random.
LA Hair Plug, that's the
Yeah.
name of it, yeah. Gummy treats or relax cuts.
Yeah, relaxed cuts. Yeah, Warren brings up a good question. What do you think your role in the community is as a barbershop?
Well, in this certain community, we are a young ECU community. I try to provide an introduction to Greenville for the youth that's at ECU. Meaning like, you know, you got a lot of them that come here and they still kind of young and green. They're trying to find some type of comforting or trusting place. And so being that they are normally on campus and that's where they got to stick at and who they got to trust, this barbershop, we try to offer a comfortable, trusted place, a home away from home. You know, like, you know, that home feeling even though you're a student from out of town. And y'all bring that same type of love and approach to the area with it. Like, you know, I seen mad different kids, they walking through and they look at y'all shop and they be like, they want to come over there and check it out. And then y'all have vibes, y'all got the open windows, so it's kind of like right up there on this corner, it's bringing back a lot of the home vibe. You know, a place where you can come and chill, a place where you can be comfortable at. Feel me?
Yeah.
But normally here, like I say, I have dealt with football players to frat members to different, you know, sports members. And guys, they come here and they want to know somebody that's in town that's going to let them know and keep them up with what's going on. And then to give them an opportunity to meet new people and whatnot.
So summarize that. Like, what kind of responsibility you feel is your role here? Like, not running the business, like what you provide personally to the community. I guess.
Friendly, down-home atmosphere, advice, because I'm an old head now.
Yeah.
I give them history about the college, you know.
Yeah.
That's the role I feel like I take on the block. I'm the OG. I know what's going on in this little community in this area right here.
Yeah.
And I can tell them what next to the woods they need to stay out of. And a lot of the time, if they having some situations in the city, I might know or know somebody that can either fix it, help it, or end it. You know?
What do you think our biggest problem in this community is?
This community, I mean, it's downtown opening up to all diversities of the population. I mean, it's open, but at the same time, you know that they don't let everybody come in the nightclubs down here. They don't let everybody, so then you create people standing around and they not getting the togetherness. ECU people feel like that people from Greenville are just Greenvillians, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Versus, and vice versa. They just a student when it's a certain type of togetherness that each, you know what I'm saying, side brings to the town.
How long you been growing your hair?
Well, I've been growing it for pretty much now, it'll be 19 years. April will make 20 years. They had been longest to my ankles.
Word.
Yeah, but I had kept sitting on them and catching them in the car doors.
Yeah.
So I had to take them and I braid them into threes. And you know, when you braid them up in the flats into like threes, it make them a little shorter. So I normally keep them in the braids because that way they're thicker and I don't got to, I won't be pulling on them the same.
How often do you take it down and rebraid it?
Well, you know, I might go sometimes 2 months, 3 months, and wait till I got an event or something and get it retwisted up or even put up in a style. It just depends. And I like it to keep it natural sometimes. That way I won't be doing a lot of tugging and pulling on my roots.
What made you decide to grow it out? Just kind of happened?
Yeah, in a sense. I had cornrows for about 6 years before. And I haven't had a haircut in now probably 23 years, 24 years. And so I was just like, I'm gonna lock it up. I used to say a lot of times, I ain't gonna never be a mop head. And end up becoming one of the biggest mop heads in town.
Something about long hair though, man. It's like, I don't know. It'd be hard for me to get rid of mine. Mine ain't nowhere near as long as yours.
Oh yeah, now my hair is my strength. It's done become me. I understand my hair. It was a journey that I was being put on that I didn't even know that I was being put on.
That's what I was getting to. This is what I want to hear.
So now it's my strength. They're my antennas. I feel like, you know, your body is made up majority of hair. And your body has natural antennas, especially like, not even trying to be tripping, but once you start to smoke a little bit, you'll start to get back in tune with nature. And having your hair, you know, you go and get you a vibe out in the sun one day and just sit there and you'll be able to feel different things. You'll be able to understand different things because of your hair. Your intuitions grow stronger. It's like a sight beyond sight. And even when someone's standing next to you, close to you, or you feel a bad vibe, you can feel it and you don't know it's your hair. That's why when you start feeling squeamish, your hair raises on the back of your neck. That's why when you sometimes just get a cold chill or a certain thought, the hair will stand up on your arm because that's your natural senses and antenna.
Is this natural, how do I say this, natural taught ideology, or is this shit you got from some readings and it just became, or just like you learned this through experience? Where did these ideas come from?
Well, first of all, like I say, it's that meditating of the mind, hair, knowledge. Me, I read a lot, and I know that, you know, I start to study into it, but it first came to me natural, and you start to finding out like other people think like me. So I first started looking at animals. The same way dogs and cats have their time of the year that they know how to mate, and they go in their natural form. It's the natural senses. But we get so distracted with life until we don't be in tune with our natural senses. I'm from the country. And the same way, like I say, we have, God bless us with different intuitions and whatnot, but we just distracted with all the technology and different things on TV. You know, we can't read the signs of the day, and we can't tell, but you can actually smell rain. You can smell weather. You know, it's just being in tune with your natural senses. Now, you tap into that world there, I got a whole...
Yeah, that's when we had to do a longer sit
Yeah, because I tell you right now, I drive to South Carolina, bro, to get pure water out the ground from a natural well. I don't even drink water from here. It's an artesian well if you want to speak scientifically. But long time ago, they say that during the Revolutionary War, you know, so they was traveling in Civil War on feet down in South Carolina, this place called Blacksville, South Carolina.
I don't know what that's at.
The well is called God's Healing Acre. The soldiers would be shot down and wounded and left to die because the platoon couldn't carry them on. The natives is basically, they say black natives or either Indians, black Indians down there would take these people to this well and leave them by this well where the water just pumped upon the ground. and these soldiers were mysteriously healing. So a long time ago, I think in the early 1900s, somebody bought the land. And before he died, he put some pipes down that this water would pump out freely, continuously, with no charge to nobody, because he said that this is God's water, and he deeded it back to God, and the state now called it a national park. So you can just pull up and get water. It's got a screen beside it. You can walk in, you'll see where it got so much minerals and oxygen in the water that if you have like any cuticles on your toes or your feet, it automatically raises up within about 3 steps in. Yeah. I actually have been out there it's 24 hours. I was out there one time, it was about 7, 8 o'clock at night. And a lot of people travel. These girls had just traveled from Georgia, and they probably had about 7 5-gallon containers, which I go down there and get probably about 10 5-gallon containers and take about 30-gallon containers and fill them up. But I heard an Indian call. It was raining. It was about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. Someone was saying, "Get the fuck up out of there." So I said, "Peace, I got enough water, I'm out." But man, you should check it out. It's on YouTube. You know, you got plenty of people, all different races, like I say, traveling and been raised off this water. It's a white kid down there. He said that since the age of about 15, he been growing vegetables and crops. So when you go there, sometimes he'll have a stand out there, and he have this honey butter and different almonds and preservatives that he got from the Dutch. I guess his people is Dutch or almond. And he sells that right out there with watermelons and stuff that he's grown from this water.
Interesting.
But yeah, it's a nice little place. I'm about to flex you up and just touch you up just a tad bit. Get some of that hair out the corners of your mouth and put a little line on it. That way, when you get to go and get it trimmed up, your hair trimmed, you still got all your length. Didn't take too much of that off. Yeah, I didn't really take none off, just trim the edges.
Yeah, it's funny how you talking about the hair, right? But it's funny how people that go to the plants, like over history, people that got a real relationship with the plant, one of the first things they do is start growing their hair out.
Yeah. You know, I've been to a couple of islands. I've been to the Honduras. I actually got a book over there that, like, I've been eating all fruit and vegetables for the last month and whatnot, detoxify my body. But I've been over there, and a lot of them understand that once in the islands, especially in Jamaica and Honduras, when they grow their locks, the locks are pretty much a symbolization of them getting back to their in-tune self, into their natural. Once again, God give man the ability to grow hair. He don't give you the ability to cut it when he don't want your hair to grow. But man say you look better when you groom, so they tell you to cut your hair. So once most people start to go to the trees or to the plant, they get back in tune because their minds start to go to a higher level, a higher element, meditation.
And there comes the birth of the long-haired hippie.
Yeah. You looking like what God meant for you to look like versus what man tell you to look like groomed. He didn't never grow clippers on trees. He didn't grow shears.
So how does a man who believes that become a barber for a living?
Huh?
I said, how does a man that believes that
Become a barber for a living?
Yeah.
Well, a lot of this knowledge took on after I became a barber. You know, you go to a lot of I did a lot of natural hair care classes and schools and courses. So, you know, you start to learn a lot of different ways, and then traveling. I started traveling more. Like I said, I've been out the country about 5 times. And I've seen different cultures of people, seen how they live. In some cultures, the dreads, it's a word. So every time a dread fall off, they never do anything to it. That's one less problem that they have in their life. Whatever that problem was that was big on their life, they'll recognize it's gone. So there's different ways that you look at the Rasta religion, but I grew up, this was just a hobby. I tell you, this was the quickest thing to get me smoking, to get me out of school from around that trouble.
Yeah.
But it became a way of life as I started to work in it.
Same thing for me in the plants, right? Like, it was a hobby until it became quite literally my way of life.
Right. Now, in the shop, you know, I'm just trying to offer a good vibe. That's why I say that I ain't with no whole lot of ratchetness or craziness, but I don't mind someone coming. They got their child, they want to feel a good vibe, go next door, grab a drink, come in the shop, sit down. I either put on a TV or some good music, let them sit back and make it a good time in here, you know. I'm trying to keep it peaceful. New to this area.
Look fresh.
That's it right there.
That's it.
The Hour Perspective.